It's like I remember in 2016 when I was on Tinder and you were swiping in Braga or in Porto, and all of the pictures of the girls were like on her back, you don't see the face. You remember that? And when you start seeing like faces, it was like a foreigner that was coming, and she was like in Porto, and you see, or a Brazilian girl because they were like more open-minded. And back then in 2017, I started dating a girl, so I was 1 year out of Tinder. And when I got back on Tinder again, I start noticing that you have more and more Portuguese women putting their face, showing who they really are.
That's the thing. They also face the competition, especially now in Braga. In the last years, there's been a lot of Brazilians coming, and I'm not in the dating scene for a few years.
Yeah, but this is not a thing about competition. It's about normalizing. They see that other girls put photos. So okay, if they have photos,
but
I'm going to put
that's
photos.
In a way competition, because you set a new standard. You say all these people are doing this and they're being more successful than me, so it's kind of okay for me to do that too, even if you don't have like a competitive mindset.
I don't see it like in terms of competition. I see more in terms of normalizing. You see, seeing that the others are doing so, I'm going to do this. And it's like when I was saying to people like, oh, you pay for Tinder, and say, yeah, fuck yeah, you should also pay. And pay why? And I start explaining the advantages of paying to be a gold member. And when they understand the advantage, they were like, now I'm gold member. Now I'm doing more matches and stuff like that. You, of course.
But what are the advantages? Because you're a very good looking guy and you're a very nice guy. So I would not say that you would need gold Tinder.
Trust me. I have a good friend of mine. He was a model. He scores a lot of girls.
Can you imagine?
And he was also on Tinder. And he was also paying to be a gold member. Imagine this. And it was like what he was saying to me. Monta, when I go out abroad and travel, I was like in Barcelona. I was alone. I was on Tinder. I matched with a girl. Okay, we didn't have any chemistry, but I had some company during the weekend. I had someone to lunch, to go visit. Sometimes the chemistry is not there, but you have a company, Right. It's like I used to say to my judo students, Tinder is not a fucking date. It's a dating app. You go there and you meet people. Eventually, you'll have chemistry. Eventually, you don't have chemistry. When I was in Tokyo in 2019, I did a match with an Italian girl. We didn't have any chemistry, but it was a fucking amazing date. We went out dinners, we went out partying, and in the end she said, okay, tomorrow you need to go this. And it was amazing. We still talk from time to time. Now she returned from Japan, and it was like, how are you? I said, everything's okay, and I have a boyfriend, stuff like that. And we still keep in touch. That doesn't mean that you have to go to bed and fuck her, or that she has to fuck her you, okay? It is what it is. And the advantage of having a Tinder gold, of being a gold member, is that like you have 5 super likes. You can put your geographical center in another city. Imagine that you go to Tokyo. Okay, I know that I was going to Tokyo like in the end of June. So in the beginning of June, I put my center in Tokyo. So the app was thinking that I was in Tokyo, and I started swiping.
Matching. Start collecting the portfolio.
So when I arrived in Tokyo, okay, and I was going to stay there for 5 days, I already had everything scheduled with the Italian girl. And because sometimes we arrive in the place and you're like, do you want to go? Oh, I cannot go because I have this. I cannot change my schedule. This way you can go, you can plan, okay, everything. And when you arrive at the country, everything is scheduled and you can go out on the date with a person.
So in this case, it's good when you have to move.
But you also have another advantage in terms of geographical center. Imagine like this, Braga. Braga is a small city, okay? You know that.
Small conservative city, let's say.
It's like this. We are the third city in Portugal, like with 120,000 people. But after a while, you know everybody.
Yes.
You know it. So after some swipes, this is that, and you don't have a lot of options.
You run out of contacts.
And what happens? Your geographical center in Porto, you can put your range to 50 kilometers to see Porto, and you see a lot of girls and you start doing likes. But what happened? They don't see you because they are like 50 kilometers away, and a girl is not going to put a range of 50 kilometers. They probably put like 10 kilometers because they are in Porto.
And they don't need. And they're girls. The girls just have so many matches.
So what happens? You will not be seen. When you change your geographical center to Porto, you are inside that range of 10 kilometers. Then your chances of matching with a girl improve. And this is why you pay. And then you can have 5 super likes. You understand the super like that you give.
And she sees like this guy super liked you. He really likes you. Check him out.
And then you also can see who give you a like with Tinder Gold. So you have all of these advantages from Tinder Gold.
Okay,
so your chances, like, if I didn't have Tinder Gold, I would not be engaged with my fiancée because she put a like on my profile, and her photo was on her back. She didn't show her face, and she was one of those profiles that on a regular day I will swipe left.
Right.
But I swipe right because someone liked me. Let me see. I start looking at the photo and I was like, but then I saw something on the description.
Good back.
I saw something on the description and it was like bisexual, and I was like, I like that. And
Let's see where it goes.
And I swipe right.
Right.
See? And those are the advantages of Tinder Gold.